Oh, that's too much. That's horrible.
You could have seen all those bleach blondes go back to their natural colors. It was bitching, just bitching.
Oh, I just died.
Oh, you'd have loved it.
If they pull that on us at Serenade, I don't know what I'll do.
I'd shout. I think serenades are dumb. I never understood why fraternities sing outside of sorority houses, and then you got invited in for cake and punch. Boring.
Well, I think it's a good idea to get all the Greeks together. God knows there's enough rivalry on this campus.
Rivalry's good. Can you imagine being like a Pi Phi? Jesus.
Oh, if I wasn't a Kappa, I just wouldn't be anything. I wouldn't be anything if I wasn't a Kappa. KKG, 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 eternally.
What do you think about this color?
Oh, neat as a red line?
Estee Lauder.
Oh, you switched. Well, it's a heaven shade. Could I try?
If we don't get a good spring pledge class, it's KKG right into the gutter. Have you seen this group of losers going through rush?
Tacky and stupid. Mary, look, it's darker on me. It's a whole shade darker.
It's lighter when it dries.
Oh, I certainly hope so, because right now it just looks dirty.
I mean, we'll have to pledge some of them. There is a whole group of awful girls whose great-grandmothers were Kappas, so we'll have to pledge them. Take this one, for instance. Faye Jean Norris.
With an ugly name, and I bet everyone calls her for jeans.
She didn't do anything in high school except make National Honor Society one semester.
And that doesn't guarantee she's smart.
But Faye Jean has more alumni recommendations than anyone else this spring. I did some checking and found out her father works in a factory and her mother is a dressmaker.
Oh, I can't wait to see those cute homemade frocks she'll wear at Rush.
She's got more alumni recommendations than everybody in the whole group.
Oh, I can't believe her mother was Kappa and turned out to be a dressmaker. How does that happen?
From the looks of all these letters, there's at least 5 girls we'll have to pledge, whether we like them or not. Hopefully they'll drop out in training if we're rough enough.
Oh, now I need to know, do you think it's right that we're hard on some of the pledges just because we hate them?
If there's one thing nobody on this campus jokes about, that is a Kappa. I'm going to make sure before we graduate the next group of girls fit the image.
Oh, then we'll be cruel at Rush, absolutely sadistic. I won't even consider a girl who's liable to break the house rules. This is the best house on campus, and if we start letting girls wear jeans to dinner and smoke, then Kappa is finished.
What does smoking have to do with that I smoke?
I know you do, and I wish you would. You stink up the whole place. P.U.
Half the girls in the sorority smoke.
In their rooms, I don't care what they do in private, but they shouldn't do it in public. It's unladylike.
For God's sakes, Joanne, if it were up to you, nobody would do anything but treat this house like a shrine. It's silly to have these girls sign in and out when they go on dates. The very idea that they have to be in at a certain time is absolutely ridiculous. Kappas aren't children.
But you'll agree some of them are too immature to cope with complete freedom. They take advantage of the situation.
We have to have house rules.
But right now, this house is so oppressive, half the pledges are scared to death. I think we ought to relax this silly, out-of-date regulation and let the girls be loose.
I don't think this sorority is a place for girls who want to be loose.
We simply need girls who are friendly and will support the image.
No flower children, no drugs, or guitar players.
As Kappa officers, it's our job to leave it as we found it. The best sorority on campus!
With the tops.
Well, you know that song, The Times Are A-Changin'? Well, they are.
I don't think the times are changing. I just think the world's in a crazy phase.
Yeah, but we're past the time where we can take these girls and cram them into an image that's not important anymore. Sororities have to do more than just throw teas and dances.
I think we do a lot. Remember the litter campaign and the leaf raking project? We cleaned up the whole campus and the whole sorority gave blood.
It's our last semester, Mary. We can't change Kappa now. The best we can do is make sure we get some good girls to continue on after us.
I just don't think it's so important to have the girls be good girls. I think we ought to let them grow up and be women.
Oh, that's silly. Of course the girls will grow up and be women. What else would they grow up to be?
I don't know, Joanne. Ducks.
Can we get on with this meeting? There is an awful lot to be done.
And we always have to do it. But look, Mary, it did dry lighter, but it's not me. Do you have some remover?
I didn't know it's nice.
I I better get rid of it. Ted'd have a fit if you saw my fingers. I painted up like a horse.
I always take my fingernail.
That's your style, but your style on me, Mary, just makes me look cheap.
Well, you have short fingers.
Do I? Oh, I do. I hate my hands.
We need to get organized. We have to discuss spring. Spring is an SOB.
Well, let's discuss this SOB.
Mary?
Sure, let's.
Okay, so I figure we'll mop up the awards during spring semester. If Kappa can win Spring Carnival Skit, Sing Song, and Panhellenic Olympics, it'll be a first. None of the Greeks have ever won all three in the same year. Mary, are you listening to me?
All ears.
Well, what do you think?
You know damn well we'll win the Olympics. With you coaching, we're sure to win. And we have a good chance at Carnival Skit, too. We won that last year.
Sing song is the bummer.
We need a theme.
Oh, that's the key to sing song. A good theme.
Most groups do medleys from Broadway, but Rodgers and Hammerstein's been done to death.
If someone else does Oklahoma again, I'll puke.
We can't do West Side Story. That's Puerto Rican.
Oh,
And we can't do Fiddler on the Roof.
the Jewish sorority always does that. Flower drum song.
It's Oriental.
What we need is a good American musical.
There's Bye Bye Birdie.
I don't know. Birdie goes off to war, and with Vietnam and all, it might be too controversial.
Let's not do anything about the war. Let Lyndon Johnson do something about the war.
What about hair?
What about hair? I thought we were talking about sing song.
It's a musical. I've heard the record. It's an off-Broadway show that's a big hit.
Oh, well, we could wear matching evening gowns and put our hair in groovy styles.
No, it's about peace and love and sunshine.
Oh, well, love and sunshine is good, and peace symbols are big on campus.
But we could all do it all in white and yellow. Big white wrought iron bird cages with doves and a big chicken wire sun stuffed with yellow Kleenex.
That's pretty.
So let's do hair.
Oh, you don't think it's too far out?
Well, the record doesn't sound like that.
But why do they call it hair?
Yeah, if it's about peace and love and sunshine, what's it got to do with your hair?
Well, it means let your hair down, relax, be cool.
Oh, well, okay, then I'm up for hair.
Sure.
Okay, then it's hair for Sing Song. I'll whip the Olympics into shape. Now you two discuss Spring Carnival.
Well, I vote against another kissing booth.
That was my boo.
Well, everyone hated it.
But they like the one where you throw pennies and try and win a parakeet.
Yeah, but all those parakeets died last year.
Listen, people didn't care if they were dead or alive. They just wanted to win one. I had a friend of mine.
Any of your friends would love a dead bird.
Let's just keep the booze down to pitch penny and go fish.
2 booths is going to be enough.
And we'll do the same skit we did last year, only change the names of the characters and the costumes.
Yeah, but that's what we did last year and the year before. How often can you do the same old skit?
As long as it continues to win.
I see.
Now, we'll change the title from Sorority Scandals to something like Campus Capers.
Oh, and Kappa Capers.
Or Kappa Capers!
Didn't I just say that?
Okay with you, Mary?
Sure, as long as I don't have to be in it again. Let someone else play Snow White.
I'll be Snow White.
You are Snow White.
Thank you, Mary.
Now, what about the costumes? Kappa Capers, Kappa Capers. It sounds like it should be about crime capers.
Oh, like 007?
Well, yeah, trench coats, big floppy hats, black hose, we'll dress like crooks.
Oh, but we have some good guys too, won't we?
Well, sure, we won't be all bad.
Wanna bet?
Well, I think it's a great idea.
Any objections, Mary?
Oh no, it's one of the greatest ideas of our time.
Okay, then it's Spring Rush, Kappa Capers, Panhellenic Olympics, and hair. Those are the 4 big events before we graduate.
Oh, graduation at last.
And then, my wedding. At last. Have you 2 picked up your bridesmaids' dresses?
Is this meeting over?
You haven't picked up your bridesmaids' dresses?
Oh, we still have to do that.
This is the biggest event of my life, and
when you said your colors were white and green, I pictured something like avocado, not lime green.
Why did you ever choose those colors? The sorority colors are blue and baby blue.
And the university colors are blue and red.
And the high school colors were blue and gold.
It only makes sense to use blue.
But green is better for weddings. You can serve all kinds of green things. Cucumber sandwiches, green salads, green grapes. It makes it easier for teas and sours. And you can make a punch out for the reception out of ginger ale and green sherbet. There's no such thing as blue sherbet.
I guess blue food is a turn on.
Well, of course, when I was choosing colors, I told Ted I said it was right about not using blue. I mean, he loves blue too. But I thought it would be easier if it was lime. But Ted said, blue or lime? Who cares? Big fucking deal.
Boys don't care about color.
So you two had better get down there and get those lime dresses. What if they sold it to someone else? I'd have a heart attack.
Okay, we'll go down right after class tomorrow.
Oh, you promise?
Promise.
Swear?
I have to go downtown anyway to get a passport application.
Oh, when you think you leave?
Just as soon as I marry you off. I don't ever want to look at a textbook again. I'm getting a one-way ticket to Rome and may never come back.
What about Brian, your kin?
Brian? Who cares? He's a convenience. Isn't it amazing how you and Ted stayed together so long? I change my boyfriends as often as I change my sweater scents.
Well, it's not that amazing when you go with someone for 6 years and naturally marry them.
I went with Gary for 6 years, and then he married someone else.
Oh, I forgot.
I guess if we made it to 7, we'd be planning a double wedding.
Oh, do you ever hear from Gary?
Since when do married guys phone their ex-girlfriends?
You're so brave. I don't know what I've done if after 6 years Ted had dropped me and married someone else. I have to slit my wrist.
I jumped for joy once Jim and I broke up. We tried to stay together once we started college, but we just got sick of each other. Blame it on the sex.
Oh, I don't want to hear about it.
That pill changed my life.
I don't know how you take those things.
I'm telling you, the pill is great. You should get some.
Since when does a virgin need the pill?
Sad, but true.
I haven't the need to take it since Gary got married. He was my first and last.
Ugh, I can't believe you two.
Well, I'm not interested in sex.
Does Ted know that?
All I know is that I'm getting married after 6 years of not giving in, and that's more than you can say.
What difference does it make? After going with Gary for 5 years, we slept together. Then all the 6th year we did, and it was the best. Then one morning he calls me, says he's met someone new, and within a month, they were married.
Oh, it was just awful. I cried for you.
And I thought to myself, where did I go wrong? Did Gary suddenly want a virgin, a new conquest? Was he just tired of me?
It's not your fault.
But that girl's just awful. I'll never understand why he married her. She wasn't even in a sorority.
I found out she was pregnant.
Oh, what?
I've been taking all those pills so that I wouldn't get pregnant. I took those things because Gary wanted me to. Then he goes out, they make it, she gets knocked up, and he marries her.
There's no justice.
Oh, we're your best friends, and you never told us this. You never told us.
I knew.
You did?
Sure.
Oh, you told Mary but didn't tell me? Why?
So when I felt like such an idiot. I was taking those pills so I wouldn't get pregnant and Gary wouldn't have to marry me. When what I really wanted was to be pregnant and married. I was smart and lost him. She was stupid and got him. Suddenly she seemed smart and I seemed stupid.
He obviously didn't want to marry her either. He just had to.
I bet they hate each other.
Well, I see Gary on campus and we wave. We start to speak, but we don't. I mean, what do you say?
I just know he still loves you.
I saw his wife. She works over at the dress shop over on the drag, but she didn't look pregnant.
Oh, his wife works?
She lost it.
Oh, she wasn't a very good salesperson anyway. Oh, y'all talking about baby.
So there was no reason for him to marry her in the first place, unless he just happens to love her.
You may as well forget it. You'll never know.
I mean, I hope he loves her a lot. I don't want him to be unhappy.
I don't see why not. He made you miserable.
yours, Kathy. It's just a mess.
You'll meet new men. You'll meet new men. I never thought twice about Jim once we finally broke up. We even get together and do it every now and then for old time's sake. Doesn't mean a thing. I got over him in a flash.
But you didn't love him. Not the way we love Gary or Taylor.
I bet I did. We just got tired of each other faster.
Oh, Taylor gets tired of me. I'm done.
If he hasn't gotten tired of you by now, I suppose he ever.
We want the same things. We're very compatible. A home, children, security.
Well, I don't want any of that. I just want my lousy degree and my plane ticket.
I don't know what I want.
Oh, I bet you missed it all. The sorority, all the fun. You been a better co-ed than all of us.
A better co-ed? Thanks, Joanne.
If we're not all lucky, we might all end up in the same junior league together.
Oh my God, what if we don't?
What if we don't?
We all work so well together. I bet we head up the Kappa alumni group.
Before I do anything, I've got to get a job.
Oh, if I wasn't getting married, it'd be like starting all over again. I have to get a job. And there I'd be with my degree in music. What would I do with it?
I still can't believe you ended up in music.
Thank God I ended up in something. I just kept taking classes in the music department. I'd always go to registration and go around and around. And the tables for math and science and English would be so crowded. And the table for the music department would never have a line. So I decided for a few more classes. Pretty soon I had no credits for a degree. I never wanted to study music.
And I wanted to study psychology. But me, with the world's messiest room, ended up in interior design.
Kathy's the only one who knew what she wanted and got it.
A degree in PE.
I wish I had a degree in something I like.
I guess I'll teach.
Oh, you should. You're so good at organizing.
Yeah, they can just keep my degree. I don't know any more about arranging furniture than I did 40 years ago.
Oh, how can you say that? Your work's always on display in the art department.
Well, they're fools.
They all.
Sure. They would always ask me, Mary, what color would you do a room in? And I think of the two worst colors, and I'd say, I do the walls in hot pink, and I do the furniture in lime green. And they all go into shock. But after a while, I was the only one who didn't want to do the whole world beige. They began to think of me as avant-garde. Little did they know I didn't give a damn.
Well, I think you've got talent. When Ted and I get our first house, you can come rearrange the furniture.
Thanks, but no thanks.
And I envy you, Kathy. Teaching is such a wonderful profession. Here I am, content to be a homemaker. And Mary wants to see the world, but you want to help people. Kathy, you're a good person, even though you keep things to yourself.
You'll probably be the only one of us that ever makes a living. I just want to meet up with someone with plenty of money and live with them.
Oh, and I'm depressed and disappointed about that. Mary, your mother have a fit if she know you throw your morals down the toilet.
My mother continually has fits. I wish she'd just give up on me.
Oh, Ma won't give up on me. Not until I'm married. Since it's the only thing she's been looking forward to since the day I was born.
I guess we should throw a shower somewhere between sing-song and graduation. Mary and I should throw a shower.
Oh, that's great, but you don't have to.
Just tell us what you want and we'll tell the girls.
Oh, well, I figure between family and my mother's good friends, they'll give silver and crystal and all that good junk. And between her other friends, the ones she never sees, they'll give pots and linens and useful things. So between my mother's good and bad friends, I get a pretty good haul.
Well, what about a kitchen shower? You know, odds and ends for the kitchen, can openers, butcher knives, that stuff?
What would sorority girls know about that kind of stuff? Half of them have never even seen a kitchen.
Well, what about a personal shower? You know, lingerie and things for the bride?
Oh, that sounds embarrassing.
And what would Joanne do with 40 nightgowns? Or, come to think of it, she might be able to use the nightgown.
Well, we have to have a theme.
Ooh, over the rainbow, over the rainbow.
If they don't, they'll all end up bringing the worst crap. You know, 40 Corningware saucepans.
Then I have to take them all back and exchange them.
What about a green and white shower?
Lime green.
Everybody has to bring something that's green or white.
Like my chosen colors?
That's just dumb enough to work.
And we can have it in the garden. That's green already. And I'll make big wedding bells those out of chicken wire.
And stuff them with white Kleenex.
Well, Natch.
Oh, that's me.
Well, then it's settled. That's one more thing to do this semester.
Oh, the spring's gonna kill me yet with rush and graduation and this wedding. I'm gonna make Ted do some of the work. We have got to find an apartment.
Why not keep Ted's place?
That place is just awful. Boys don't care what they live in. If I have to live in that dump, I'll scream. It doesn't even have a pool.
Oh, what would you do?
Mary, I don't know. I
hadn't even thought about a place to live after graduation.
Well, we're getting a placement in law school. That way Ted can walk to class. Why don't you get an apartment next to ours?
I don't see any sense in living next to campus. I'm not going to graduate school.
Oh, Ted has to go. If he doesn't stay in school, he'll get drafted. And if he goes to Vietnam, he'll die.
I guess I'll get an apartment close to my job. Wherever that is.
Oh, with Ted in school, I'm going to need somebody to talk to. I need you both nearby.
I'm not making any plans past Europe.
Oh, we'll get together for football games and homecoming games. The sorority's going to need us to make sure things go right. And what would campus do without you, Kathy?
I don't know, but as soon as they hand you that diploma, you're expected to go out there, do something, be someone.
I plan to do something. Ooh, someone.
I'm not going to listen to this. You're both talking childish.
Oh, we're not all as grown up as you, Joanne.
I know.
Do you remember when you were a little girl and people used to ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Sure. I wanted to be a nurse, then a stripper, then a psychologist.
I was just going to be a wife. Just a wife and mother.
But what else?
We all wanted to be pretty.
Oh, I think you two were pretty, but me, I'm just attractive.
And popular.
Oh, we are popular.
And sorority girls and cheerleaders.
We done it all. We ran the gamut.
But didn't you want more?
Well, yeah, I wanted to get away. God, more than anything, I just wanted my freedom.
More than anything?
Well, sure, more than anything, I just wanted to do as I like.
What about you?
More than anything?
Yes.
Well, Ted, of course.
Ugh, of course.
Oh, did you want Gary? More than anything? Or should I ask? Is it too painful?
I bet more than anything you want to teach.
Oh, more than anything, you wanted to be head cheerleader in college, and you should have been.
I give up.
Me too. We told you what we wanted. Now you tell us.
I can't.
There you go with those secrets again.
I mean I can't because I don't know.
Having a clue?
Not an idea.
Well, I think you should have gone interior design. Look what all you can do with decorations.
If I could organize as good as you, I would have studied something like urban planning or Planned Parenthood.
What will I do?
You'll teach.
If you're going to get upset about this, let's just drop the subject.
Oh, look on the bright side, Kathy.
You never know what might happen.
Oh, life is full of surprises.
All this worrying is for nothing.
But I hate my life.
Oh, how dare you say that? You could have ended up like all those other girls from high school who weren't popular.
Well, how did they turn out?
I don't know. I guess I'm popular.
They probably all ended up married with a bunch of kids.
There's nothing wrong with that.
What I mean is, after graduation, my life is going to be awfully lonely.
Why will it be? It never has been.
Because I'll bet in the last 10 years that the three of us haven't been apart for a day.
That's not true. Remember that summer that you taught at that girls' camp and Joanne went to summer school because Ted went to summer school? And I went to Mexico.
We were apart for 3 months, and in the fall we were closer than ever before.
The distance didn't change a thing.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
But I have to face a whole new life alone. I don't even have a plan for it.
Oh, well, let's make a plan. We'll meet every Wednesday afternoon. Kappa officers meet every Wednesday afternoon. That's our plan now. Why change it? When you get back from Europe, you like to see Kathy once a week, wouldn't you?
Sure. As soon as I get back, I'll be there every Wednesday.
And we can go to the movies and shop. Oh, I wouldn't know how to buy a thing without you. Isn't that right, Mary?
Joanne's always depended on your taste.
Oh, and you can decorate for all of my parties. And Mary and I were going to join a country club. And you teach us how to play golf and tennis. Say something, Mary.
It's time I got into sports.
Yeah, don't worry. No matter what happens, we three are going to have each other. Because it's KKG.
Joanne's right, Kathy. We all love each other.
Oh, cheer up. Let's all go out. I feel for a pizza.
Don't you have to meet Ted?
Oh, no. He told me to get lost this afternoon. Said something about a demonstration. Politics.
You can't go anywhere on this campus without someone pushing a picket sign into your face.
I told Ted I didn't understand why he had to get involved. The Viet Congs aren't bombing campus.
I protested once when they wanted to close the student center snack bar at 12 o'clock. It had always stayed open until 1.
Well, that's a good cause because it directly affected you. Ted says he's protesting because it bothers his conscience. Says he can't stand the needless killing of women and children. And I'm like, Ted, for heaven's sakes, control your conscience. You don't even know those people.
You didn't say that.
Of course I did. Don't be stupid.
I'm just glad I'm not going to be around to see the destruction of this campus.
It's the flower children. Everywhere I go, I smell pot. Oh, I don't want Kappa to become a hippie commune.
Hippies couldn't afford this house, Joanne.
At the rate things are going, there's going to be a fight to keep this sorority together.
What we need is an interest in spring calendar and the social events to keep the girls' minds off current events.
We'll rush those pledges like we never rushed before.
We're losing 10 good girls, including ourselves at graduation. What we need is 10 perfect people to fill in. Keep Kappa 40 strong.
10 noble women, that's what KKG is all about. Noble, noble women with the keys to the kingdom of God. KKG. I'm a noble, noble woman with the keys to the kingdom of God. Kappa the key, Kappa the kingdom, Gamma of God.
Kappa, Kappa, Gamma.
I don't want to see it end. I'm scared.
It's easy to be scared.
Are you?
Scared? Why do you think I'm going to Europe?
To see the world?
To run from it. I'm running scared.
I wish I could run.
I wish you could too, Kathy, but you've always been the type to do what's right. What's expected. I can't. I never could. But for once, just let life happen. Don't think about it.
Oh, I agree, Kathy. Mary's right. Don't think. I've always found it better not to think.